Hello, Internet. Welcome to episode 8 of Verbal Graffiti with your host, Brian Glass, aka the B-Man. Number 8 is a terrifying number for me. I have horrific OCD, so much so I've had to go to therapy for it. And I have it with counting and touching. And number 8 is just one of those numbers I've always tried to avoid. And whenever when I have to land on that number, it makes me queasy. It gives me anxiety. So I'm not thrilled to be doing this episode, but we'll get through it quickly. I was talking to my friend Ian Carr last night, who is a comedian, much funnier than myself. His critiques so far in the show were that it was too dark. So I upped the lighting that's like right beyond the screen right here from 71% intensity to 75% intensity. We'll see how that is. He also says I'm a little stiff. He says I'm not as loose as I am on stage, which I agree. Again, when I do stand up, I'm talking in front of an audience. There's breaks. It's almost like a one-way conversation, but with multiple people listening. This just in a room talking to a camera is psychotic, and I am not totally loose like I am on stage, but we're working. Ian, I'll try to get better. I will try to get better for you. We're also up to 11 subscribers so far, which is not great, but it's not terrible either. As always, remember to dislike, unsubscribe, and only share with people in your life who are super hot between the ages of 21 and 28 who love guys who are unsuccessful both financially and personally. Okay, so into the show. I found this on the subreddit Asian Beauty. I will admit I was looking for porn when I found this. I have a thing for busty Asians and Latinas, and you should know that I usually look for porn on sexyporn.com. That's sexyporn without the vowels.com. And what they do is they take the videos from Pornhub, those 4-minute clips, and what sexy porn does, I think they probably do it illegally, is they get the full length, like 30 to 90-minute videos. I like the story. I like to know the characters before I commit to violating myself. But sometimes in a pinch, I will look at Reddit, which, if you don't know, has a lot of smut. Hence, I ended up on Asian Beauty, but it's not what I thought it was. What it is I'm assuming mostly women. They post photos of the facial products that they've bought in Asia or they've like imported from overseas, and then people on the subreddit geek out and ask where they got it and the pricing and all that. And I'll post one here. And this lady, hold on, what's her name? What's her subreddit name? Let me open that. Hold on. Sorry, I should have been more professional and had it up already. My apologies for that. This one is from, what's her name? Hold on. Oh, Lily 83. So, almost my age. So basically, she posted all of these, and my first thought is if she's rubbing all of these, like these products into her face, she must love taking hot ones to the face. I mean, let's be honest. If you're importing hundreds of dollars worth of facial products from overseas to rub on your face, that reminds me of those blacked videos. You've seen those, right? You've seen those. If you haven't, I saw a thumbnail recently of one. It's a porn video where you'll have a white lady. The one I saw a thumbnail recently was of Lena Paul. Love you, Lena. If you know, you know. Anyway, she was on her knees, and then there's always like a semicircle of, I don't know, like 7 to 12 black, super buff, hung guys, and they just have a firing squad of bukkake on her face. That's what this reminds me of. Because if you're putting that much product on your face, it's a cool. yin and yang, Hakuna Matata, they all go together. That doesn't make any sense. Get your head in the game, Brian. Let's get off the bukkake. Do most of you babes use this many products? Because I think that's excessive. Personally, myself, I get told that I look a lot younger than I am all the time. Most people, like when I tell them I'm 39, they're like, "Oh, I thought you were like 33, maybe 35." And I do nothing but wash my face nightly. That's all I do. I think if to have clear skin, all you got to do, you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars and import. Learn how to speak, Brian. Products that might be illegal from other countries. Yeah, all you need to do is wash your face, drink a ton of water. If don't smoke or vape. If you drink, do so in moderation. Yeah, basically do anything in moderation. Also, if you're a dick sucker, suck dick in moderation. I don't know about you, but when I was in high school and college, the babes who were sucking like 50 plus dicks a year, none of those were ever mine. Their faces just became weathered. There's no science behind this, just a generalization from what I've seen and what my friends have seen. Right? Like guys who, sorry, well, I guess guys too, but babes who suck a lot of dick, their faces that get wrinkles quicker than other less excessive dick suckers. So yeah, just do everything in moderation. You don't need to go crazy. Get a lot of sleep, and that's all you need to have clean skin. Oh, and also avoid chocolate. And I will also say these products are not you probably can't, but if you could ever become an elitist, like a top US politician, like those lizard people, they keep their skin super tight by, I think what they do is like they find dead babies on the market, then they get their blood, and then they find some doctor in LA who will do like a blood transfusion, and then through that baby blood they have beautiful looking skin and are magically able to invest in stocks right before they go up. Looking at you, Nancy Pelosi, and everybody else who makes like $200,000, yet they're worth multi-million dollars. Hey, Brian, what website were you on last night? That's right. I was on the conspiracy websites once again. All right, well, that was definitely a weird one. Let's go to a segment now. Yo, anyone see that military guy light himself on fire yesterday? Yeah, I saw that. I'm so thankful I don't care enough about anything to physically harm myself. My goodness. You know, I watched the video because you gotta watch someone light themselves on fire. That's sick American. I was amazed by his posture. Anybody else? Like he stood upright for a good 30 seconds while I slouch because I work at a desk all day, and this guy's like, "Free Palestine!" Upright. Till he wasn't upright. He was so close. If he had just lit the embassy instead of himself, he would have been, he really would have fucked the Israelis. Like he had the gasoline, he had the match, just not on top of yourself, at the bad people on the other side of the fence who are doing a genocide. One of our good men down. No, I was so afraid of being burnt alive that I sleep with a fire extinguisher beside my bed. We're very close to having our first sponsor here at Verbal Graffiti. There are a few details we have to iron out in the contract, and I am terrible with business, but I think we will get it all done and we'll be able to show you the product next week. Very excited about this to share it with all 11 of you subscribers. All right, let's get to one I found on the waxing subreddit. by username smellycat579. Gotta say, I heart emoji that username. At home Brazilian, tips for creating lip. Also, should I wax drunk? Hi everyone, I'm a newbie to waxing in general, and since I don't have the funds to go to a salon, at home waxing it is. So far it hasn't been too terrible, but I've been struggling to create a lip at the bottom of each strip. For my research, I've seen that it's best to use hard wax and go from the top down, aka start at the pubic area and work your way down to the booty hole for Brazilians. And when you do that, you're supposed to apply the wax downward or in the direction of hair growth and rip upwards, the opposite direction. Great detail. However, every time I try to create a lip at the bottom so I can pull up, the wax gets all messy and gets caught in the hair below it, making it extremely difficult to get a good grip on the wax. Sometimes I have to pull downwards in the direction of hair growth and it barely rips off any hair. If anyone has advice for getting this lip thing down, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. Or if my technique is wrong, I'd love to know how to improve. Also, unrelated, I've been drinking while waxing to try to numb the pain. According to Google, that is bad. Should I try to wax sober? It seems like a terrible idea, but please let me know. Nobody should be giving themselves a Brazilian wax. If you don't have the funds, I advise you apply for food stamps, use the money you save there to go use on a professional to make those sexy lips of yours visible. But waxing alone is a no-go. Unless you have like a black belt in like hot yoga, it can contort your legs into a pretzel to get in all those crevices. No. This is where like every babe should have a slutty friend, and I use that term as a compliment. No negative speak here. But yeah, you need a slutty friend to come over who can help you out with this, and maybe instead of giving each other like a topless pillow fight like they used to in the 70s, you drink tequila, bend over in front of each other and get to town in your private areas, which, hey, we'd love to see here at Verbal Graffiti, the before and after pics. It's an impossible task to do alone. It'd be like giving someone dumb like me a Rubik's Cube. It's no way. You might get partially done, but it's going to be spotty and some miscolorations. This actually kind of reminds me of, okay, I'm kind of obsessed with body hair. I have a lot of it, especially like in my butt crack. So there was one time in my early 20s where I tried shaving my butthole, and it took me 2 times in the shower, so like back-to-back days, and I was in the shower bending over, and the problem was I had a bunch of razor burn, so when I would poop, like I'd have excruciating pain. I did like the way my butt felt smooth. The big problem was, the pain, the pain I got while pooping, and also my farts were very loud. What I didn't realize before shaving my butt is that I do fart a lot. And the reason why I didn't know I farted a lot is because all that hair in my butt crack, it would muffle the sound of my farts. And I hate fart humor, so it was a terrible experience all around. A learning experience, much like this lady is having here, Smelly Cat. But just go to a professional. There's a reason why they do what they do, and it costs the money it does, and give them a big tip. Also, as for the drinking thing, fuck Google. Google's wrong here. If you're going to wax yourself, not only should you be drinking, like drinking tequila is a necessity. I advise, and this is medical advice, if you're going to give yourself a wax, have 2 shots of tequila, have 4 ibuprofen, have 1 shot of NyQuil, and have at it. because doing it, I know the the medical people will tell us, oh, well, alcohol is a blood thinner, and if you're waxing, it could lead to a lot of blood. But dude, it without the tequila, the pain, like you said, is going to be unbearable. And also, it just makes the experience more fun. So, my advice here from your man to be man at Verbal Graffiti is go find yourself a slutty friend or two, make a night of it, go buy yourself a bottle of tequila, and go rip away each other's pubic hair. And again, at should I give my phone number here? I'm not going to give my phone number, but in the details, in the comments, can you do that? Or find me on social media, DM me. I'd like to see the before and after pics, and maybe we'll do like a second segment on this segment in the future. All right, until next episode, go suck a fat one.